Hey, welcome to Dana's Project. And today, this is number 6 in the series of replacing the carpet in our living room. And we're doing it with laminate flooring. Well, I've found that you definitely get what you pay for. So we paid 88 cents a square foot for this laminate. And it's definitely being a challenge. You got to be really careful with it. And let me show you. As you can see, you got the little grooves in here, okay, and they lock in by those, right? Well, you've got to be very careful, because you've got to inspect, because this is really thin, and it's almost like cardboard. It's basically what it is. Well, pressboard, very thin, and when you're trying to tap it together, you got to make sure that those tracks are clean. Also, when you go to tap them together, what can happen is you can have them break. All right, now I got to clean them out, and so the new tracks will go in. And you got to pound these together and slowly get them to lock, so they're pretty, so they are locked together, and some of them aren't going to. So you're going to want to get a good wax or buy a sealer and seal those holes. Now, what I found is when I was trying to get this together, of course, I had to pull the trim off my walls. As you can see, there's a good 4-inch gap. So trying to get these to lock together like they should, with nothing to support the back, it was really difficult. So what I wound up doing is tacking the corners of the primary bases, what I'm going to push against, and then it'll, of course, your trim will sit on top of it, so you won't see it. Now, this is a floating floor, and it's supposed to expand. So what I recommend is, when you go from one end, tack it on your starting end and leave the other end open. Don't tack it down. When you start again, start on that end and then tack it down, and then come across and leave that end open. So you're basically going back and forth, and then you'll always have the expansion. Also, in a room like this, I found out that when I went to the other end, I was going to have to cut the same length all the way across and have a major waste. So what I discovered is I can go ahead and cut this end on one end, and then cut the other end off, and then I'll have the opposite on the other, and I'll just have the middle waste of the boards. So you want to try and save as much as you can, because you're gonna have a major waste if you don't. So, and that means I'll start from that side on this next one, and then when I get down here, then I'll start from this side and then go back, and you'll have a different end. So that's what I've found out so far. And I've also had to cut holes in my vents, so that's another issue that I've had. Anyway, keep following me, and we'll catch you on the next video.